today I will be doing a comparison video of the mini Mansur Gavriel bucket bag versus the mini bucket bag. I have two different colors. I got the mini in the black leather with the royal blue interior. I'm really loving the black. I have to say, I think it's super sleek and just classy. I don't know, I'm really loving the black leather. It's squishy, makes a noise, smells amazing. The inside color that I got is the royal blue. There, that's pretty much a decent, yeah, that's what it looks like in person. Like I said, this is the mini. I can fit pretty much my phone, my mini wallet, 2 sets of keys, and you know, a couple little extra things. I made a video specifically about this bag. It wasn't such a great video. I'm a first-time YouTuber. There was an echo in the room, the lighting was bad, so I'm trying to give it another shot, but I don't want to repeat myself. I don't have time to remake the video, so the video's there if you want to get yeah, I mean, it's definitely more detailed about this specific, the mini bag. But basically, when I opened the box that it came in a dust bag, so it's really nice, soft inside, like a soft flannel type of material. But I was disappointed because when I opened up the bag, it wasn't it wasn't pristine, and it doesn't have like a damage or anything like that, but it did come with a 2-inch scratch or ridge on the front, which I was disappointed about, mainly because I really think that it's nice to open up a box with a bag inside, and that the bag is perfect, you know, coming from the manufacturer, coming from a Stockiest, coming from a shop. I think it's nice that it's in pristine condition, but even though it has that little scratch, which I'm not sure you can see it here. Oh, I got it on film in the first video. There it is. I mean, it's not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. I do tend to baby my bags in the beginning. I like to keep them nice, but I know that this is vegetable tan leather. This will scratch. This is not a baby. This is not a bag to baby. This is a bag to use, to love, but I get that. I just think that it's okay if I make the dents or if I make the scratches, I mean, with use and wear in time, but that it comes like that, it was a little bit of a downer. It was a bummer. But then again, I love this bag. I do have a 14-day window. I think I have like 10 more days to decide whether or not I'll keep it. I am definitely leaning towards keeping it. I think that, like I said in my first video, this is not a bag I'm going to take with me with my kids. I'm a mom of 2. I'm rarely alone, so I'm not 100% sure how much use I'll get out of it, but you know, I was out on the market. I was looking for a smaller bag. I love big bags. I need big bags for my daily, you know. I also have a web shop, so I like to pile all the packages and my baby stuff and my 5-year-old stuff, you know, like all my kids' stuff in the bag and go. So I'm not a small bag person, but that's why I was looking for one, because I was missing one in my collection. I thought it'd be nice to have one for those days where, you know, you go out with your friends or your husband, blah, blah, blah. I'm just not sure I'll get a lot of use out of it, but I have to say, I love the black, I love the stitching detail, I love the blue. Like I said in my first video, I wasn't picky with the colors, the interior color. All I wanted was a mini in black leather. Of course, they were sold out in the MG Mansur Gavriel website and I didn't want to wait. I have tried previously a couple, I think last year or something, a couple times I've tried on their relaunch days and I've just not been lucky to get one through them. But I went to their Stockiest page and they had, I'm in Europe, and they, you know, I just went down their European Stockists and one of them in Italy had, or you know, had some stock, and not so picky. I mean, actually it was better that I didn't have to decide with the color. I mean, they only had this choice for the mini bucket. I have to say I'm really pleasantly surprised. I mean, I'm wearing blue now, but I'm not, I like to wear black, and you know, yeah, I mean, I'm basic. Blue is also in my, but I'm not a dark blue person. I don't know, but I do love it. I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised with the color and how much I do like that pop when you open the bag. Now on to the next one. Because I love the bag so much, even though with the scratch, I mean, it was a bummer, but I got over it, and I thought maybe I should get the mini size because I love the bag, I love the style. It's super minimalist. It's, you know, it's a simple black bucket bag. I haven't had bucket bags and I don't think I've ever owned a bucket bag, but that's mainly because I'm not a fan of the just like the black hole, you know. There are no compartments, it's just a hole. But you know, that's workable. I have pouches, I can buy an insert, bag insert or whatever. That's not the issue. The main issue, like why I'm thinking I might return it, is due to the size in terms of, you know, will I use it, yeah, with the kids and all that stuff. I'm not going to use it while I'm with the kids, but in terms of like how much will I actually get to use it, that's what I'm thinking about. This one is the mini bucket in the Camelo Dolly. That's the tan leather. I think it's actually the same leather Louis Vuitton uses for their straps. It's the leather that will patina with time. It will get dark, which I'm, you know, if I keep this one, I'm hoping it will get darker. I'm not a fan of this color right now. I knew going in that I wanted a mini in black. I didn't care about the inside, I just wanted the mini in black. And I also knew that I wouldn't want a mini. I wouldn't want this mini size in this Camelo color. I knew that too. What I didn't know was if I wanted the mini version in this color or in the black, because they still have stock. I'll link everything below if you guys are interested. I'm not sure if actually they don't have this one anymore. This was their last Camelo and the Dolly in the hot pink, and you can see how much more room you get in this size. Like, and this is just an extra tag from the store, Al Duca di Aosta, but I'll link it. It's also in English, so you know, don't fret. Sorry, Danish. I'm in Denmark, by the way, so I like to purchase within Europe, so I don't have to pay extra tax and import and whatever it is that you have to pay. It's really annoying when you live in Europe and you buy things from the States. So yeah, I'm not loving this color as it is right now, I have to say. I love the Dolly. They do have the black and the Dolly in this size, in the mini size, but I'm not sure if I would even want the black anymore in this size. I'm thinking this size is a bit too big for me for the purpose of what I wanted a bucket bag. I wanted the bucket bag to be, you know, a small bucket bag that I could use when I was not with the kids, when I was going out with my friends or with my husband, like I've said. That is what I wanted. But because I fell in love with the design, I thought, oh, let's give it a chance. Let's see if I, you know, if I would actually wear the mini. I mean, it's a beautiful color, don't get me wrong. It's just not my color, or it's not, I mean, it's nice and soft. and I know it will get softer, I know it will get darker. And once it patinas, I know I'll probably really love it. And if I sell it or return it, because I have 13 days or whatever, 14-day window right now, because I just received this bag, and that bag I received last week. So I mean, I still have time to decide. I'm not sure. I don't want to regret it because they're so hard to find. Apparently this is like, I don't know, I got lucky, I guess, because I don't care about the inside color, so it wasn't such a, but I mean, I have to say, I also saw online in the States, they do have them in Barney's, and they do have some stock in Bergdorf Goodman. So I mean, if you're living in the States and you don't really care about the color, and I actually think they do have the, you know, the fan favorite or the favorite black with the Flama red inside, I'm pretty sure. They also have the different leather version. You know, this is vegetable tan leather, so this is gonna show scratches and whatnot, but they have the Surifiano, whatever, the other leather that is very durable. Like, you will not see a scratch, you can wipe it off with a wipey. There's nothing to worry about with those, I'm just not a fan of that leather. So, decisions, I'm not sure what to do, but one of them is definitely going back. I don't have a need for 2 bucket bags, although they're so beautiful and pretty. And I mean, seriously, winter, summer, not wearing a lot of things, needing to carry a lot of things, I'm not sure. I really do think though they should have just named this the mini and this the regular or medium, I mean actually regular, and then their regular should have been called large, because this is a pretty big bag for what I need in my daily life. I mean, I could definitely use, I mean, I could have my camera in here, I could have my iPad in here, I could have a bunch of diapers if I was going to use it with the kids. I mean, I could have a bunch of stuff in here, a baby bottle. I mean, this is roomy, guys. This is really, really roomy. This is not a small bag by any means. Like I said in my first video, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a professional blogger. I do have a blog, I have a web shop where I sell kids clothing, you know, I won't go into that, but I did this video because I know it's a bad video, but I did this video because I just haven't been able to find anyone that has reviewed on YouTube a mini against a mini. And how many times I've said mini in this video, it gets confusing, but I just wanted you to see, I wanted to help anyone out there that was like me in this type of mini dilemma. I mean, it's not a dilemma, but you know, yeah, should you get the mini, should you get the mini, should you get the regular size? I'm 5'3" for reference, and both sizes look decent. Like, they're not wearing me, I'm wearing the bag, so that's nice. The regular bucket bag from Mansur Gavriel would definitely wear me. It would be too big because this is already at the limit, but it's an okay, it's a decent size. As of right now, I'm tending towards, or I'm more, you know, I'm leaning towards selling, getting rid of, whatever, returning this bag, the Camilo Dolly, even though I really love the pink, and I'm not a pink person, I'm so not a pink person, but I'm really loving that pop of color, because before all this I was thinking maybe I should wait. Maybe I should just try and hunt down the raw interior, because I've heard that the leather is softer, and I'm also very plain Jane. I'm not actually, I don't really wear a lot of bright colors anymore. I used to, but not anymore. But I have to say, I really do love this pop of color. You can't see it when it's closed, and that's how I would wear it, but it's nice when you have to get stuff that there's like a nice pretty color popping through, and it's a nice texture to it. It's so easy to clean. I can just imagine, you know, because I'm a messy person in general, and my bags inside tend to be like war zones. They're really, really dirty, and I tried to clean them out, and then it just like ruined the inside, because I don't know, you know, if the inside is suede like the raw, it's really difficult to clean it. And most of the leather bags that I have like that raw interior. So actually thinking that this might be a keeper, just because I do need a bag that is a bit bigger. And that is just like, you know, if you spill anything, you can easily wipe it with a wipey, with a cloth, with whatever's handy, whatever you have. That's just a 1-2 and it's out. So I don't know, I like talking myself into keeping things. Oh, I'm not sure. I love the smell. I love that brand new leather smell. And I do know that it will get dark. I mean, it will patina. It's already darker than what I thought it would come in. So it must have been like, because the Camilo looks like, and from what I remember, I started with Louis Vuitton, as maybe everyone that likes designer bags. You start off with Louis Vuittons and then you gradually go up. But yeah, it does, because I could remember when I bought my first couple Louis, like they are super light. So I mean, even lighter than this. So I'm thinking that they have a shop, like a, not just a web shop, but they have like a brick and mortar shop as well. And maybe this was like sitting, getting some sun, which I don't care about. I mean, it's super nice color already, but I would prefer it to get dark faster. I'm not sure, I don't know how long it takes, but I'd have to make up my mind whether or not I'm keeping it, because once it patinas or gets dark, then it's going to be quite difficult, I think, to sell at the price that I paid for it anyway. Otherwise, it just goes back to the store and I get a refund. I mean, that's the easiest thing to do, but I think I'll regret it. I really do think I would regret it. This is how it looks all tied up. Let me tie up the other ones so you get a better visual of the differences in size. I'm not really careful with the knots. I just tighten it up and make the knot. There are some YouTubers that show you how to make a pretty knot. I don't really care what it looks like, as long as no one can dig in and try and get something out of it. I'm happy. So here we go. I mean, there's a substantial size difference. There really is. I'm partial. I really love this, but even though it came with the scratch, even though I was disappointed that it didn't come in pristine condition, this came in pristine condition. I can't complain. I really can't. There might be a little ding dong or, you know, a little stuff, but it's nothing compared to what this came with. And even that, it's really not that big a deal, because it didn't penetrate the leather. I'm pretty OCD. I sent an email to the website, to the web shop that I purchased these bags, to ask about that scratch. And they said it was totally normal. That's how some of the Mansur Gavriel bags come in. We should think of it as, you know, a story. Each scratch tells a story. I am not the type of person that appreciates that, but, you know, then again, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not such a horrible, it didn't penetrate the leather, so it's okay. But then I didn't leave it at that. Then I contacted the customer service email that the Mansur Gavriel people have on their site, and I just wanted, you know, I took a picture and just wanted to ask, is this normal? Like, do you guys sell bags with marks on them? And they were just like, yeah, that is a normal, that is not a defect, that is okay, that it came like that from the Stockiest. And, you know, I had no what is it called, I knew that I got these bags from a pre-approved Stockist, so I knew that they were authentic. They are authentic, but I didn't know that it was okay for them to sell, you know, a bag that was scratched, like to send that. So that was the only thing I wanted to know, and they sent me an email, and thumbs up from the MG people. They don't care. They say that that's just normal. That is something to, like, makes your bag have more character. And you know, at the end of the day, I'll remember that, right? Like, you know, that scratch, I'll remember that I didn't make that scratch, that was there when it came, and I guess that's okay. I mean, each person has their scars and scratches. Why not the bag? I mean, it's okay. For the price, I have to say, I can't complain. I also talked about this in the first video. I got both bags, but I got this bag first, and they had a code for 25 off. And if I can remember the code correctly, I think it was 4U, F-O-R, 4U 25. And they had at the time free worldwide shipping or free shipping within Europe. I can't remember. Anyway, I decided to try the code because I also own a web shop, and I know that, well, I honor, okay, whatever. Point of the story is that I put the code in, didn't expect it to work. It worked. So I got this bag for 25 off plus free shipping. It came next day. So I ordered it on a Tuesday, it arrived on a Wednesday, and it had the ding, the scratch, the ridge, whatever. Then I thought, this is why they did that, right? You know, like I got it, no, sorry. I always do that, I always forget the point of the story. Point of the story was, it worked. I contacted them because on the site, there was, you know, there's a picture of there's a product image, and then there was on this particular site a little tag on the side of the product image, like, you know, a corner tag, and it said carryover. And I didn't know what that was. So I contacted the web shop, and I said, you know, I just ordered this bag. I'm not sure what carryover means. Is that your like English version? Like, you know, because this site is in Italian, but they do have an English site. But I thought that carryover could mean pre-order, and it was just their Italian English translation, you know, that was their version of pre-order, a carryover. But it wasn't. Carryover means that it carries through the seasons. It carries over through the seasons. So it's not something that's seasonal, which is fine. But anyway, I was like, okay, well, I got 25% off. I wasn't supposed to get 25% off because apparently if I had read, which I didn't, the slider, there's these banners in front of the site, and there was just one huge 4U25, but it had small text on the bottom. Had I read that text, which I didn't, I read it after the fact, it said it was not, you know, 25 off does not include like already marked down items plus the carry over items. I didn't know that. But the code worked, and the point of why I said that I have a web shop is because when a code works, when I make a code for the shop, and I didn't intend for a specific brand to be part of the sale, the you know, the promotion, the rebate or whatever, I still honor it. So if a customer uses my code and gets 25% or 30% off a specific brand, but I had forgotten to, you know, to take that brand out of the promotion of the code, I mean, I can go back to that customer and say, hey customer, you know, my bad, I put this code in, I didn't, you know, correctly do all the, you know, the back end stuff, and so you got 25 off of a brand you shouldn't have gotten. I mean, I'm gonna honor the code, I'm gonna honor the sale, and I was pretty sure that they were going to do the same, which they did. I have to say, I've never shopped in such a, I mean, they have 110% customer service. They even have like a chat function where you back and forth via emails, which we were back and forthing all the time. So they honored the code for this one, and then they honored the code for this one too, plus the free shipping. So I'm never going to have a Mansur Gavriel bag in the, like, for the price that I paid for these two bags. So in that sense, I should just keep them and be happy and stop being a pain in the ass. But the other, I mean, like thinking about it, do I really need this bag? Do I really need that bag? Which one will I use more? I mean,